See if you can guess. What's this? Do you know what this is? I think every hospital has this. Hey everyone, I thought I would do another, what's this? We talked about the bladder scanner and I thought I'd show you some other things and see if you can guess what's this in Raylan's room in Rankin Jordan. So let's play. What's this? It's a board. I'll be honest. I know they called it a slide board. I'm not sure what a slide board is normally for, but for Raylan, it's to prop her feet up with her cast. I'll have to Google what they usually use a slide board for, but it's kind of got this slightly beveled edge on either end, and she's using it as a foot prop, a slide board. This one's probably easier. I think every hospital has this, but it might look different at different hospitals. Can you guess what it is? Yeah, it's down for stop. Green would be for go. Now you know it's the bed's brake, so it doesn't wheel away. Raylan, do you like this game? You are so tired. We've had a long day today. Do you know what this is yet? It's kind of a gross one. I knew this before I had Raylan. I think it's just something I'd Googled. Yep. It's the Bristol Stool Chart. So when the doctor asks how your stools are, you can be really specific. I believe this is the ideal stool. Phew. But yeah, Bristol Stool Chart. Here's another thing in the bathroom. Most of you will know what it is by now. It's a scale to weigh things. Why is there a scale in the bathroom? Another hint. Some diapers. That's right, we do input-output measurement on people. Yeah, there's a scale in the bathroom next to the trash can for the dirty diapers. What does this mean? Sterile water for irrigation. It is not for irrigating your insides. Not that I know of. What we use it for, it says on here, suction only. It's to keep her suction catheter from getting stopped up with thick boogers. So after we suction, we stick the catheter in here and suck up a little water to keep it thin. If you're a nursing student, you definitely know what this is already. This though, this I had never seen before. And I've been told twice what it means, but I forget. Something about like a pressure index. I know that's not quite the right word for it, but if it's under 1, it means it's not getting as good a reading as it should. So, like right now, it's not getting as good a reading as it should. But also, if you've been in a doctor's office hooked up to a pulse ox very long or hospital, you know that this wavelength thing is a really good indicator too of if it's a good reading or not. Because the wavelength is steady, that's usually a good reading. When it's kind of all over the place, it's less accurate. So like it says 80s right there, but that thing does not look like a pattern. Don't worry about it. Readjust your pulse ox. Don't worry. Ooh. Do you know what this is? It is a container for the biggest syringe you've ever seen in your life. These syringes, we used them to bolus feed Raylan, I think. I don't know. You can gravity feed. I don't remember if we did that on a regular basis or if we just had to do it one time because her pump battery was low, but you can put formula in here and hook this into a feeding tube and you just let gravity feed. So the plunger's out and then you hold it up high and the food slowly falls in. The other thing you can do is you can hook it up to someone's G-tube and unclamp it and you'll hear like burps. It's a way you can burp out of your G-tube extension. Raylan used to get nauseous if her stomach was upset. Like literally she could, instead of throw up stuff, you could just hook this up and like the vomit would come out here instead of coming out her mouth. And medical mom note, if you hack this off right here, the hole is a great size to make it a cupcake batter dispenser or pancake dispenser. We might have repurposed a few of these. Not ones Raylan had vomited in. We might have just claimed some unopened ones for non-medical purposes. Works great as a pancake batter or cupcake batter dispenser. You can get the same size every time. What about this device? This is part of it. Raylan has one of these at home. So obviously something goes over your face. It's got a long tube, hooks into here. What's this little piece? This is a filter. Do you know what this is? It is a cough assist, and we have one of these at home. We should do a cough assist video someday to show you. Not really something nurses use, the respiratory therapists use it, but probably good for nurses to know about these things. And every time we spend time in the hospital, we learn more. What did we learn today, Raylan? Oh, we learned a new song from music therapy. That's not nursing related. We learned that Raylan likes to strum the ukulele hand over hand while someone else does the chords. That's not nursing related. That was what we learned today. I feel like we learned a nursing thing today. We learned when you put an ace bandage on, you should try not to get wrinkles in it. Sounds like an obvious thing, but I mean, yeah, try to get the ace bandage as smooth as you can. Learned that because I was ace bandaging her cast today, and they're like, now, it is a cast, so like, it's not a huge deal if there's wrinkles, but just so you know. Oh, and we learned yesterday, when you get a cast taken off, sometimes the limb that was casted swells, and that can be normal. And that happened with Raylan. Her legs swelled up last night, and yeah, we called the nurse practitioner, and she looked, and she's like, maybe they're a little swollen. I don't think it looks bad. I actually was still more concerned. She's like, we can put some ice on them. I'm like, yeah, let's put some ice on them. And what the nurse practitioner said was, it's normal for you to be a little swollen 7 to 10 days past surgery. And I'm like, she's 14 days past surgery, though. And she's like, well, she still could be swollen from surgery. And I knew, like, she wasn't. Like, you could tell the cast was just tighter on her. It was kind of, her skin was pushing out a little more. The cast looked too tight. I was like, but it's worse than before. But they weren't worried. And she did, like, I don't know what she said, but she pushed on her skin and said there was some sort of edema, something. I don't know what the word was. A nurse person will know. Just put in the comments. She wasn't concerned because of that. And I knew in the morning we could take her legs out of her cast and check them, and we just put some ice on them. But I still was feeling I'm looking over at her, just so you know, I'm watching her. See, Raylan, keeping an eye on you. Anyways, so, we put some ice on them, but then I still Googled, like, leg swelling, and I found out when a cast is removed, there was a couple websites, from orthopedic clinics that said, it's normal for a limb to be swollen, especially after a leg surgery or leg cast. And I mean, her whole hips and legs were casted. So then I felt better just knowing that's a normal effect from the pressure of that cast being taken off. And yeah, it looks better today, but she got some Valium with that swelling, and we didn't get back in our chair that evening. We kept our legs elevated and iced them, and they got better. I've rambled a lot.